Hello everyone, in this video we will order this array from the smallest element to the biggest element, and if you want you can stop the video now and do it by yourself. And here we will create a function and we will use some advanced for loops and function order array, and no need for function parameters, we can make it external. Here let's create our for loop. We will say UINT is equal to 0 because we will start from the first element, and e is smaller than myArray.length because we want to loop over all the elements here, and we will say e++ because one by one we want to loop over. And here we will set the condition, and the condition is that we will compare the loop element, let's say number 9, to the element on the right. If the element on the right is smaller, then they will change places. If the element on the right is not smaller, then they will stay the same. And here let's set that condition. We will say myArray e if it is bigger than the element on the right. So it's myArray e plus 1. And this will trigger the code that I have mentioned. Here I am copy pasting. It's like changing the values, I'm copy pasting the values of their values to one another. But as you can see here, it will throw an error because the element, myArray e here and this one, they are not the same, because here I am updating the value, so they are not the same values. And to prevent the error, I need to temporarily store this value and save it here. And now I can comfortably update this element, because later I will be using this value temporarily. So that will complete my function, our function. But the thing is, still it will throw an error, because here, as you can see, I am comparing, inside the if statement, I am comparing the loop element to the element on the right. And imagine that I loop over each element and I came to the element 0, which is at the end of the array. So as you can see, I will grab this element and I will still compare it to the element on the right. And as you can see, there is no element on the right. It means that it will throw an error. So to prevent this error, I need to stop this loop not at the number 0, but at the number 8. So I need to say -1. And that's it actually. Now I can save it. It's already compiled. Let's deploy it. And now let's get the array 380. Let's order the array. And now let's get the array. Well, it changed it. It made the array better, but still it's not the same. It's not the thing that we wanted. I need to create another for loop, because imagine in that extreme case that the smallest number is at the end of the array. So it means I need to move this element. I need to move this element how many times to the left? So let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It means that I have to create a for loop which will cycle 5 times. And 5 is not a random number. 5 is myArray.length is -1. So it means that I need to execute this for loop not just one time, but 5 times. And to do that, I will create another for loop. Here is the same for loop. The only thing is that I am changing the index name. And I will be placing this for loop inside it, and with some proper indentation here. And yeah, so now this for loop will execute 5 times. Why 5? Because it's myArray.length -1. Now let's save everything, and actually the code is finished. Now we saved everything. Now let's deploy it. And here, if I get the array, you see it's the same as here. If I order the array, and now if I get the array, now it's a complete order. So that's how you order a number array, and see you next time. Bye bye.